Hi, Mr. New Mobile here. Apple iPhone 12 Pro Max release date, price and specs. Please subscribe followed by the bell. You can also keep up on Facebook, Twitter by clicking the links in the description. iPhone 12 Pro Max, the rumored top-end model in the upcoming iPhone 12 series, may be the only 2020 iPhone with faster millimeter. The iPhone 12 series is expected to come with 5G connectivity, as per multiple reports and analysts. Now, it is being reported that there may be some disparity in connectivity speeds among the four expected 2020 iPhone models. The report mentions that all the iPhone 12 models, except the top-end iPhone 12 Pro Max, make A report leaks, citing industry sources, suggests that a 6.5-inch screen iPhone, presumably the iPhone 12 Pro Max, may feature the faster Wave 5G. On the other hand, rest of the models in the series may offer relatively slower sub-6 GHz 5G connectivity. According to the report, only the largest iPhone 12 model has the internal space for the antenna design required from Wave. The sources also add that a larger battery, required for the higher power draw, can only be fitted in this model of the iPhone 12. Additionally, the report states that only the iPhone 12 Pro Max models sold in Japan, South Korea, and the US could support Wave 5G back in May. A report stated that only the iPhone 12 Pro, iPhone 12 and iPhone 12 Max could support sub-6 GHz 5G. The main difference between Wave 5G and sub-6 GHz 5G is that the former allows for large bandwidth, resulting in faster speeds, while the latter has limited bandwidth and relatively lower speeds. According to RitMetrics, a technology performance benchmarking website, a maximum download speed of 1.1 Gbps has been achieved on Wave, while the maximum speed achieved on sub-6 GHz is 213.1 megabits per second. Notably, Wave can only travel short distances, but sub-6 GHz 5G can travel longer distances. New iPhone 12 release news has now all but confirmed further delays to the range. Picked up by Reuters, major Apple supplier Broadcom has published its fourth quarter revenue guidance and admitted that its performance will be affected by a later than usual ramp-up of its smartphone chip components. Apple is by far Broadcom's biggest customer, and iPhones are the only range yet to launch in 2020, which could impact its bottom line significantly. Broadcom had strongly hinted at this large North American mobile phone customer, which really couldn't be more clear. This further confirmation only rubber stamps the complex iPhone 12 launch ahead. For the entry-level iPhone 12 and iPhone 12 Plus, this makes sense. Sub-6 GHz 5G is typically about 50% faster than 4G in real-world tests, travels a long way, and makes up the majority of 5G coverage. It's a solid speed bump for mid-range phones. But Wave 5G represents the cutting edge. It is short-range, ballistically quick, up to 1 GB 1000 bit per second, and is primarily rolled out in major cities. If you buy a Pro-level iPhone, you should expect Pro-level 5G. Every Galaxy S20 model has this option. So what could have prompted this baffling decision? I suspect another poor decision. Apple is downgrading the batteries in all iPhone 12 models. Wave increases power drain, so it looks set to be just the latest feature culled after equally power-hungry 120Hz ProMotion displays were also placed on the chopping block. But there is one big upside. And that is Fast Company's source 12 Pro, early next year. Not only will that model now have a smaller cellular speed gap than expected, it will have considerably better battery life on 4G, while Apple is understood to be pricing it at up to $200 less than its 5G counterpart. Throw in the fact that the 4G iPhone 12 Pro will enjoy every other benefit, including the new chassis design, big performance gains and a radical camera upgrade, and it looks like a standout. The only potential downside is Apple may have decided to curtail some of the A14's remarkable performance gains to achieve this. Breaking of sub-6 GHz 5G technology in the iPhone 12 and iPhone 12 Plus will increase Apple's costs by $75-$85, while the full-fat millimeter wave 5G in the iPhone 12 Pro and iPhone 12 Pro Max will add $125-$135. Such increases have added $200-$300 to the final retail price of phones like Samsung's Galaxy flagships. Bikuo says Apple will slash up to 50% off its battery costs, removing the iPhone 12 models to batteries with simpler, smaller designs with fewer layers. The result looks set to be a circa 10% reduction in battery capacities across the range, compared to the iPhone 11 lineup. Given the higher power consumption of 5G, this is a puzzling change and places real pressure on Apple's superlative new A14 chip to pull off some power efficiency miracles. The lower capacities are also thought to be the reason behind Apple's decision to scrap the ProMotion displays on the Pro models. Moreover, while some iPhone fans may not for a cellular standard they cannot even receive, Apple looks committed to this process for the long term. Kuo states that Apple will go even further in 2021, moving the iPhone 13 lineup to a purely softboard battery design, which will cut a further 30 to 40% from costs. How this impacts their performance remains to be seen. Needless to say, this cost-cutting decision could be a deal breaker for some upgraders, especially with the iPhone 12 range set to keep its big notch for another generation. That said, the aforementioned A14 chip could be a game changer. Their super small and super large new screen sizes will win new fans, the cameras are about to get a lot smarter, and they have a new chassis design that looks great. Then there's the fact Apple is going to beat rivals on price this year. I hadn't heard of them until recently, took a have to wait and see his accuracy, but I wouldn't worry too much for now. He also advises that the cameras can be different to the renters we've seen. The light sensor on the iPhone 12 can be much smaller than expected. It can be 3 larger lenses with the light sensor smaller in the bottom right corner. Now Apple project supplies can be available a few weeks later. Now no reason was given for this, but of course it's going to be down to the current outbreak. We've also had 9:5 Mac, forcing the iOS simulator to run at a resolution of 960x2079 in iOS 14, and it of course worked perfectly so. This further confirms that the smallest iPhone 12 can be a 5.4-inch display. Note the shame I had to can be capable of 120 Hz, but applicant to disable it, and this just isn't true. I'm being told the iPhone 12 Pro and the iPhone 12 Pro still, it should not be a problem. So not to the upgrades. The iPhone 12 is coming with improved cameras. That was always to be expected last week. I told you guys in the periscope lens is not happening, is that, and save it for next year's iPhone. This is iPhone 12, we still get some upgrades. Michiko advises that Apple moving to Samco and Sony optical lenses, and they're introducing a voice, Coil Motors voice, and this is an improved stabilization that uses magnets instead of the improved the autofocus as well. We had news of improved speeches in the iPhone 12, which again, it was always likely that volume will go ahead, and listen to that. Now we will see what news of Gorilla Glass Victors, which is an exciting new strength in class. This will help protect your device's display. Many blogs, and now citing at this, is part of the iPhone 12 to be for all 4 models. For we normally see the release a couple of weeks after. Microtech are advising that the LT iPhone 12 can go on sale in mid-October of salt. For now, but as soon as I get some more information, and update you guys right away. Current rumor, but will 2020 be the year Apple finally gives in and replaces its proprietary Lightning port with USB-C, as it did on it not, since that was a special case. Fast data transfers to and from cameras being a requirement of many digital creatives. And owners of Lightning-based headphones and other accessories would be pretty ticked off. And this is just can record. The iPhone 12 is a 5.4-inch iPhone with lets to progress in the display from Samsung. Is important to note straight off the bat, this to progress no means absolutely nothing. So don't get too caught up on that, but nonetheless, it can be an owner display with a resolution of 2348x1080. This gives us a 475 pixels per inch, and it's got an 8-bit color depth, with have been rumors of almost having a 120 Hz displays. Unfortunately, it appears that this model only can be 60 Hz, can be equipped with 4 GB of RAM, and it can come with the choice of 128 or 256 storage. It's got an Armenian frame, and of course, is the Apple 814 Bionic chip with 5G support. The iPhone 12 is coming with Joe cameras on the Ray, and it will, of course, be shipping with iOS 14 for those that want the 4 GB of RAM with 128 storage, is launching a price of $649 if you want to upgrade it to the 256 GB iPhone 12. And it's $750 next up with the iPhone 12 Max. To be clear, this is the Max, and not the Pro Max. The iPhone 12 Max has a 6.1-inch outlet display. This again is a Super Retina. It did not pass the quality assurance test. It comes with a resolution of 2532 by 1170. This gives us a 460 pixels per inch, and again, it has an 8-bit color depth, get 4 GB of RAM, choice of 128 or 256 storage, and of course the iPhone 12 Max is powered by the 14 Bionic chip. Armenian frame. 5G connectivity, uses actual camera setup on the rear. For those that want the 128 GB iPhone 12 Max is going to be launching at a price of $749. For those that want the 250/60 version, that in the price rises it to $849. Next up, the iPhone 12 Pro also has a 6.1-inch display with actually the same size as the iPhone 12 Max. We do have an improved display in specs. The iPhone 12 Pro 61-inch Super Retina OLED display with promotion and 10-bit color depth display is manufactured by Samsung and has a resolution of 2532x1170, giving us 460 pixels. Open unconfirmed, and there are few people saying this may not happen. The iPhone 12 Pro comes with 6 gigs of RAM and a choice of 128, 256 or even 512 gig storage. It of course ships with the Apple 14 Bionic chip set. The iPhone 12 Pro is 5G compatible. It comes in a stainless steel frame, and on the rear we get a triple camera setup, along with the lighter sensitive adapters. For the 128 gigs iPhone 12 Pro it can be $999, for the 256 it's $1,099. The 512 gig iPhone 12 Pro can be $1,299. Last but not least, we have the iPhone 12 Pro Max. The iPhone 12 Pro Max comes with a 6.7-inch OLED display. Again, this is Super Retina display, and hopefully with promotion get a 10-bit color depth, and of course it is manufactured by Samsung to the resolution of 2778x1284. This gives us 458 pixels per inch. Again, we expect and hope it can be a 120Hz promotion display, but there are few. 2560512 internal storage has got a stainless steel frame, and the iPhone 12 Pro Max is of course powered by the 814 Bionic chipset. This does have 5G support just like the iPhone 12 Pro. We get 3 cameras in the rear, along with the lighter sensor. For those who want the 128 gig iPhone 12 Pro Max, can the launch at a price of $1,099. If you have the 250/60 version, it's $1,199, and for those that want the most expensive in the range, the 512 iPhone 12 Pro Max can be launching at a whopping $1,399. And what is, of course, important to note that these pricing leaks came very early on from Jon Prosser, has provided plenty of accurate leaks, but also got some of similar to the last worldwide developer conference. As always, though, if any more information comes to light, I'll be sharing with you guys straight away. But as always, I'd like to know your thoughts in the comments. Was excited for the iPhone 12 launch, and you think we'll get a 120Hz display enabled in the software? Well, have been said, please subscribe, like the video, comment. Thanks for watching. See you.